exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? It is Sunday. It is Sunday in this Blue Dot family. As a matter of fact, I believe, I don't know, I heard rumor. It's Sunday all over the place. Anyway, I'm glad y'all are here, baby. First one to jump in was Dwayne Twizzle, followed by the remixtress. Thank you, baby. Michael J., Michael James, and Michael Johnson are all in the room at the same time. I'm telling you, man, this is getting like a Twilight Zone in here. Martha Oliveira, thank you very much. Donald Ware, John Heron, our resident archaeologist. How you doing, John? John uses his voice occasionally, so if you get a chance, check him out. Richard Phillips is with us. Adina Michael, thank you for being here. David Robinson, badass, how you doing? I hope Sally's doing fine. Good evening to our own Bernadette Pree. Thank you for being here, darling. Dorothy Tyndall. Michael Leach is with us. So is Kevin Durant. Hey, there's Ohio Dad 70, a.k.a. my buddy Joe up in Cincinnati, Ohio. Brother, how are you doing? I hope Steve's doing well, too. I got names in my head, baby. Anyway, BW, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Let me see who else is in here. Karen Van Wyk, thank you very much, baby. Linda Taylor Gallup. Why is that messing up on me over there? It's making me really screwed up. Anyway, Dennis Utenheimer, Utenreiner. I keep messing it up, Budman. I'm sorry, brother. My mouth doesn't always work the way it's advertised. Mary Humphreys, thank you for being here. Curtis Wood, thank you for being here. Let me skip on down there where I am. Anyway, it is Sunday, and I'm glad y'all are here. It's time for another meeting, and I'm glad we have so many people in the room today. A lot of people in the in the chat, baby. What's going on? Well, work goes on around here all the time, baby. That's what I've been doing all day. I've been back on my power washer, doing my power washer thing, and boy's been working in the yard and everything. But yeah, spent all the day outside, not sticking my. Ain't it nice? Ain't it nice to have that luxury? And I do consider it a luxury. I'm not. Hello, Stephanie Dean. How are you, baby? Virginia Woodley, thank you for being here. Linda Douglas, I see you. Joe's over at he just wrapped up the G7 meeting over in England. Visited with the Queen today. That went lovely. It's such a change, and I'm sure everybody in Great Britain was sighing a sigh of relief that they did not have to put up with the orange anus that had been over there previously. Anyway, a lot of news out of the G7. It looks good. He's on his way now to Brussels for the NATO summit. And then after that, he goes to Geneva to meet with Pootie Boy. And so, yeah, I'm feeling confident in my president on the world stage right now. And I am. I'm looking forward to the outcome of this meeting with Pootie there. Because Pootie, he's trying to manipulate things behind the scenes already a little bit there. And I don't think Joe's going to put up with that shit. No, he doesn't want to have a joint conference afterwards. He's not going to get you on the world stage like that and give you that kind of propers. Are you shitting me? Get in the background, buddy. Straighten your shit up. Maybe we'll get things going. But anyway, back home, I'm noticing a little something in the news today, and when it came out, I did go, oh, really? How interesting. It seems like this little thing going on with the phone records, the 73 people, phone numbers, and emails and stuff that were subpoenaed by the Department of Justice under Donnie, including Adam Schiff and others, right down to a teenager, family members. And now we're finding out not only that, Don McGahn, the White House lawyer, the White House the attorney. Anyway, it just slipped my mind. Anyway, Don McGahn, the White House counsel, thank you, is one of them. Is one of them that Donnie wanted the information. Not only Don McGahn, but Don's wife, baby. That's right. Do you know how that we're getting an eye view, a good look of what the hell Donnie was trying to turn the Department of Justice, and I assume FBI and any other organization, institution that we have, as his private army, his private goon squad, his Gestapo, whatever you want to call it. That's what he was trying to do, even to his own White House counsel, man. Of course, this was going on, I guess, when Donnie wanted McGahn to fire Mueller, and Don McGahn said, no, I can't do that, and I ain't going to do it because then that brings up a bunch of bad shit. And then Donnie trained by and tried to tell Don McGahn to make up some shit that Donnie never asked him to create a document, actually. Are you shitting me? This is going to go deep. It needs to, baby. Because we need to clean house, because this shit ain't working anymore. None of it is. We have a renegade Republican Party who would just as soon sell our asses out to Russia in a heartbeat, who have no inkling of getting involved in the matters of our country. They don't want to see things improve. They're just going to be obstructionists and turn their back on the accountability of the injustices that were done while that man was in office. But they're all accomplices. They're all ganged up with him, so they all have something to lose, every one of them. They're worried about 2022. They might ought to be worried about a whole lot of other things also. Anyway, before we get going in to see who's in the room, I want to thank Brian Layton, who subscribed 3 days ago. I see it on my thing. Brian, thank you, and welcome to our YouTube channel. And Nancy Halverson has joined our Facebook family. Nancy, welcome. And Jeremy McDonald came in with $5 and said, hope the family and Jenny are fine. Indeed, we are. Everybody's wore out from doing their chores today. Well, except Jenny. She's doing fine. She's lounging around over in her favorite spot right now. But thank you very much, Jerry McDonald. Jeremy, I appreciate it tremendously. Anyway, hey, Johnny Fly, you there?
Yeah. What's up?
What the hell are you doing here? What are you doing?
Well, I was bored. I thought I'd come and harass you for.
Sure. You come here because you're bored out your ass, huh? Boy, howdy shit.
Well, yeah, you liven things up.
Well, of course I do.
On.
That's my job. That's my job, creating hate, discontent all over the place. Anyway, Johnny Fly, thank you for coming in, brother. And
Thank you for having me.
I see Mitch is with us. Mitch, how are you doing?
Oh, Joe, we are in one hell of a thunderstorm, dude. We are hunkered down in my orange Filibuster here in the parking lot in the middle of nowhere in southwest Pennsylvania, waiting for a band to come on, and this thunderstorm just rolled into us and just absolutely pounding us. So we're just hunkering down here in the car waiting
Really?
for it to roll through.
The thunderstorm caught you out on the road?
No, we were out at a concert. We already saw the opening band started and finished, and as soon as the opening band finished, the storm just rolled in.
Oh.
It's real bad.
Who remind me?
Right? Bruce is showing me the radar. It's just like that. It's that kind of color on the radar you don't want to see.
Oh man, who was the lead tonight? Who was the The,
They're a band called The Cause. They're kind of Pittsburgh local Grateful Dead cover band.
outstanding.
They're really good friends of ours, and we're big supporters of theirs. So much love out to The Cause. And we're sticking it out. It's going to be tough for a while, but we're going to stick it out. And I think we're going to get music in tonight.
Hey, Mitch, make sure you keep it over there. Don't send it over here to East Central Pennsylvania.
Which way is it going, Mitch? Is it heading over towards Johnny Fly's way?
No, it's moving south east towards West Virginia.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just be careful.
Yes, be careful.
Yeah, we're down in the very, very southwest corner of Pennsylvania.
Any chance on getting back into the concert, or is it just a mute point?
Well, based on my interpretation and scrying of the Weather Underground radar, the horizon is brightening up, and it looks like after this blows through, it'll be clear sailing for the rest of the day. So, looks like we're going to get hammered for about 15 or 20 more minutes, and then the sky is starting to look blue again behind us. Dude, that sky was that, that like colored gray crayon that you have that's not quite black, but it's like really super dark gray.
Right.
Battle gray.
That's it.
Now I want to see the sky that color. Gunmetal gray. Not at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Well, y'all just be careful. Be careful on the road out there.
We're in the park. We're safe. There's no trees up here, so we're in the middle of a parking lot, so we're pretty safe here.
Well, good. Good.
Yeah.
Take care of
We're just
yourself.
gonna have I promise. All right, guys. We'll be here. Hang up on it.
All right, Mitch. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Johnny Fly looks like it might stay away from you.
Well, I tell you, last Wednesday we had 2 storms, actually. The first one wasn't too bad. I took a walk up to the convenience store to get something, like a paper and something else.
Right.
I left this convenience store. This was last Wednesday.
Yeah.
And the storm came through from behind me. It was gusty winds, and it was, of course, was blowing right in my back. And I'm holding on to the umbrella. That was a joke. That didn't do any good.
Right.
So I made it home. I'm within walking distance. It's only like maybe 5 minutes at that. So then the second storm came through, and that was wicked, man. That was like severe lightning and gusts. And I have plants potted in pots out in front of my apartment. And I have morning glory trailing up to one thing. Well, here it blew my pot of morning glories out onto the sidewalk. I had to put that back up. I thought, son of a bitch.
Is that your bill?
Yeah, that's on my cell phone.
Oh. I thought that was your bill. But
Yeah, that's on my bill. Sorry about that.
All right, that's fine. Belda Lee, how are you doing?
Belda Lee, that's Bellica.
Jesus,
It's
I can't see.
Bellica.
From here, it looks like Belda. The K looks like a D from here. I'm sorry, Bellica. How are you this evening, darling?
I'm all right.
My eyes
I'm
are
okay.
my eyes are terrible. I can't see for shit.
Think about this. What
What?
does Velda have on her? You see that little icon on her on that round circle? She doesn't have a space-like picture on hers.
Again, you underestimate just how bad Dad's eyesight is,
Yep.
Bellica.
You're underestimating my eyesight, dear. Even with the glasses, without the glasses, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I can barely see the
Sucks
damn
getting
thing.
old, doesn't it?
It sucks.
It sucks getting
Parts
old, doesn't
get,
it, John? Yeah.
I'm telling you. Bill Jones, how are you, brother?
Well, I know Sundays are usually busy, so I just came on because I had a couple of things I wanted to share with everybody.
Well,
But I hope
glad to have you.
you're doing well.
I am indeed trying to wear myself
Hey,
out.
Bill.
But nothing new.
Hey guys. Hey, I was the first thing is real short. It takes about 10 seconds. Second thing takes a minute or two. But I was just so proud of Merrick Garland's 20-minute speech, and I read the entire transcript, which was about 40 minutes it took me to get through. But when he came out and announced that the right to vote was the cornerstone of American democracy, I almost fell out of my chair because, boy, he hit the nail on the head
Didn't he?
with that speech.
Didn't he?
And I think it's a good thing that the DOJ now is going to, he's doubling the amount of attorneys he has to take a look at all these states that are passing these bullshit rules. And we have the Department of Justice and Attorney General
Maybe they'll
that's
start nailing my large-eared cartoon to the wall.
what?
What was that,
And I
Billy?
said, "Oh, good. Maybe they'll start nailing my large-eared cartoon of a governor to the wall."
Oh, you're cartoon governor. Good. She wants the DOJ to nail him.
The point I was trying to make is
Yeah.
we have an Attorney General and a Department of Justice that's willing to fight back and not be part of the problem like Mr. Barr was. And I was very proud of Mr. Garland for coming out and standing like that.
Yeah, he's going to increase his staff.
Yeah,
He's got a lot on his plate.
He's doubling the amount of attorneys according to his document that he printed.
Good, because we have double the amount of cases, and that's just
Yeah.
with Donnie. That's not including everything else that we're finding out.
Yeah, and the media is not helping either too by saying that he's backing Trump. If they would read, if they would read the document, he's not backing Trump, guys, in this Eugene Carroll thing. He is protecting, the office of
yes.
He's protecting the office of the presidency. It has not a goddamn thing to do with Trump, simply because the alleged thing that Miss Carroll alleges was back in the 90s, long before Donnie was in politics, and Mr. Garland's purpose was to defend the office of the presidency, not to defend Mr. Trump's actions. So when you hear this stuff, it's the point that I'll make a little later on. It'll take about a minute or two, and then I'll leave you guys. But the point is call out the truth, debunk the lies. He's not backing Trump. He's backing the presidency because we don't want to have. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to have another president like that abuses the shit out of everything.
And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing a president, the results of that, of a president trying to do that.
I can't wait to see Wednesday. I guarantee you it's going to be a little bit different meeting with Putin than Helsinki was.
Anyway. I'm laying my money on it. I'm banking on it being a whole lot different. Donnie's.
I'm proud of Merrick Garland and the DOJ, and I'm on his side. So let everybody in, and you got a whole bunch of people wanting to come in. So when you're ready, I make my little point here. It's about the two-party system, and then I'll sneak out of your way.
Well, go ahead. We're all ears, Bill.
All righty.
Y'all mind? Y'all don't mind if Bill cuts his?
I don't mind.
There you go.
No,
Go right on ahead.
There you go.
He's a good speaker. Let's hear from him.
Yes.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
There's a lot of stuff going on now about, and we know that Mr. Biden, he's been around the system. He was in the Senate for
Indeed. He's not
3
new
decades.
to this game.
No, and he was a part of the system when we actually had bipartisanship, when we had two parties. Well, America, I was a little thing, and I'm going to just clips out of my head. I'm not going to read you the whole thing I wrote because it takes like 4 or 5 minutes to read. I just want to make this quick. The point is, this is not the GOP of old.
No.
The idea that you have two parties that come together, get in a room, knock things out, do a couple things for the Democrats, a couple things for the Republicans, come to a negotiation and get something passed for the people. That is not who we have anymore. We're not who we have, so don't look for that. If you look for bipartisanship, there is no longer a choice.
You're looking
between
for pie
two parties.
in the sky. Yeah, go ahead.
I put it like this in my op-ed on Friday. There's only one political party now. That's all there is.
That'd be us.
There's one political party. The other one is a movement, an authoritarian movement to support their treasonous and insurrectional activities. That's what I wrote for the Post.
That's basically true.
And that's who we have. We have who do we have that stands up? All the leaders in 2020, three of the big ones, 10 senators, they retired, and then they got rid of Miss Cheney, who was the only one that had balls enough to stand up. And who do they parade out there? They parade out there Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz, Boebert, the Green lady from Georgia.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
a bunch of wackos. So it's important to remember not just that we're dealing with autocrats, but it's important to remember that many of our citizens listen to the same thing we do, and they happen to be Republicans, and that's fine. I deal with them every day.
Sure.
But the thing I want to get across is all these people believed those lies. So our job, blue dots of every color, whether you're a blue dot in Texas, whether you're our revolution or a member of any Democratic, progressive, what I call now, if you're in a patriot organization that believes in America, this is for you. Our role is this simple. We have to tell the truth and debunk the lies. Whenever they come up with the big lie or some BS or some crap that Gates or Green or Boebert or any of those clowns come up with, our job is to tell the truth.
That's it.
This is what the Democrats are doing for you. This is what the Republicans are doing for you. This is their lie. And call it out and present them facts. Show them the truth and then show them the lie. That's our job, because until we do that, we're going to be in trouble. Because look, we had 74 million people believe this bullshit?
Yes, 74 million people voted for us. This is not a small number, and we can't forget that.
Yeah, I mean, we had 7 million more people, but the point is if we keep banging the truth, because now we have people standing up. We have Democrats starting to stand up. We've had a couple more Republicans come to light. We have the Department of Justice coming out saying something. We have Merrick Garland starting all these investigations. So our job, whether you're involved in a political thing or not, or you get involved in your local Democratic Party, just talking to your neighbors and
Indeed. That's how we stay
living
active.
in your community or going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Tell the truth and call out the lies, man. That's what we got to do.
what we
Because if
got.
we don't do that, we're going to lose our country. And you and I and millions of other Americans
I don't want
fought
to do that.
too hard and too long. I love my country. And I may be an old man, but buddy, if I got to fight, I still got a punch or two left in me.
There you go, brother. That's the way I ain't dead yet. And as long as I ain't dead, then I got a little fight left in me.
Yeah.
And this country is worth fighting for.
Yeah, I just.
But you're right,
wanted to
Bill.
make the point that we don't have. There is no more Republican Party. I get tired of this
No.
crap.
No,
I'm
we
just
don't
calling
have
it
a
like it is.
Republican Party.
We have a bunch of wannabe
We have an
goddamn dictators that
obstructionist
want to
party.
live.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're not interested in legislating. They're not interested in bipartisanship or making a deal on anything. Their job is to run out the clock as far as time, man. There's another election coming, and they're not going to do squat until then.
Oh, except lie, cheat, and steal like
That's
usual.
it.
But
Yeah, lie, cheat, and steal. It's the Republican way. And the more they
That's
do
okay.
that, the fewer people are within that party, because people won't put up with that
thankfully,
shit.
we have some Republicans. We have some governors now that are standing up. We have some states and some senators standing up. But the most important thing is we have a president that came and called it out on national TV the other night. I hope you heard that by
Yes.
Joe Biden,
Yep.
by the way. He's very well aware what the Republicans are trying to pull off.
Yeah.
And he sucked his attorney general on it, and Mr. Garland took the bait, and he's rolling with it, buddy. So.
Bill, we have yet to see all the entertainment that's coming down the pike.
Yeah.
You know, with just this, the Department of Justice story that's just breaking out with Adam Schiff and
Right.
who's the other? Swalwell. Eric Swalwell was one of them.
Yep.
A lot of other people, and now we find out Don McGahn, really,
Yep.
and his wife. Do you know how close
Well,
this? If he
Well,
had,
you know, Donnie, he's not afraid of throwing his own people under the bus.
No.
He does that on a daily basis.
he'll throw them all under the bus. He'll line them up and let the bus come by. He'll be the one standing there and give them a push. No
But
bus.
anyway, I thought those couple topics might give you something to talk about, and I'll probably come back and see you guys Thursday. I got a busy week ahead of me, and we're starting our local primary stuff on the ground tomorrow morning. So I'll be a busy guy for a couple days. So.
Well, what time are you gonna be getting in? So I might give you a holler.
Tomorrow, I should be home by between 4:45 and 5 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay.
So if you clock, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I should be home by then.
All right, I might give you a holler. We'll
Yep,
talk
no worries.
essential pipe.
I'd like to hear if you tried out any more of that tobacco.
That's why I want to call you. Yeah, I'll
no
give you a
worries,
holler.
man. All right, brother. Well, you guys take care. Have a good one, guys.
All right, Bill.
Didn't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to drop
No,
those 2
brother, you're
points
not
on you.
interrupting. That's why we're here.
I'm very proud of our Attorney General, and he actually may get some help because they're going to start confirming more of his people.
Let's be proud of our whole administration at this point, baby. I am.
Yeah,
Let's be proud of where
they're
we're
doing
at and where we're headed.
a million times better than we were 6 months ago, buddy.
Man, I'm telling you.
Yep. All right, guys.
All right,
Stay
Bill.
safe. Love y'all.
Love you too.
See you, Bill.
Take care of yourself,
All
Bill.
right, talk. Yep, you too. Take care, guys.
You bet. That's Bill Jones out in North Carolina, and he does a lot of work for the democratic system out there in North Carolina. Bill, we appreciate it tremendously.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Did you?
No, I
get
didn't
that
do it.
message?
It was him.
No, I sent you a message about T. Brown. Did you get that on your Facebook page?
I have not looked at my Facebook page today.
Well, if you get time, yeah, look at
I will.
the basic essence was it's kind of like lining up with what Bill was talking about and stuff. But it's we're the party that has the facts and what we can see. But I like what T. Brown suggested. She said it might not be a bad idea, and she's done it already on her group. She's actually invited conservatives to be a member of her, I think it's on TikTok, her chat page or whatever.
Right.
But she said
T. Brown
she
does.
mentioned
She uses her voice, baby.
Well, she mentioned you. She mentioned Leo Sahaki and all the people that do the rants and stuff. She said it wouldn't hurt. She said her position is, she said she doesn't feel that the Democrats are doing their job. They're fucked up really bad. And she said what we should do is to get our message out to conservatives. She said, now what she recommends is, go out there, you find a few conservative sites or chat rooms or whatever, become a member of them. But she said, look up what she called truth bombs. You see something, if somebody makes a suggestion on their conservative site, you look up the information and then you send it out there. And if they start giving you a hard time and harass, she said, just say, have a nice day and bye. She says, what that does is you're putting truth out there that otherwise they may not see. And they might look at that and say, hey, I'm going to check this out. Maybe there is some truth to it. She said that's going to be the only way we can get our message out effectively and maybe turn some conservative minds. I liked her idea.
I'm not against. Yes, if you have the gumption to go on a right wing, a conservative page or site, and just don't go in there with the intention of you wait for your turn. Believe me, it'll come.
Well, that's what she said.
Yeah,
she said,
they'll say
don't
something, and all you
antagonize.
have to do is, but be careful with it.
That's what she said. She said, don't antagonize.
No.
Don't answer them back.
No.
She said the very fact that you're getting that information out there, she called them a truth bomb. I like that. I sent you that information, so you get time to check it
if
out.
it's one thing I'm pretty proud of, I have received a few letters from people who were conservative, who said that they had seen me and listened to me for a while and had changed, had seen the Republican Party going in a direction that they didn't like, and although they don't agree with everything I say, which is good out for all Republicans, we can't let our political affiliation determine truth. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, the truth is the truth. Facts are facts. And until our society deals in all the facts, then we're going to continue having a fucked up society. And I mean that in so many different ways in light of this obstruction that we see against progress in this country, even on things like infrastructure. We see it in the inability of a Republican Party to address an insurrection on January 6th and how we led up to that, and the destruction within our own institutions. We're watching an attack by a party within our house, on this nation, on the voting rights, on everything you could damn well think of. This is not going to stand, baby. The truth stands on its own, and we have to go where the facts take us. And if it is uncomfortable for this country to see, well, tough shit. That's how come we don't learn a lot of our history. Well, that's going to look bad. Well, if it's bad, let's deal with it. It's
Well, did you see too? Now we've been talking about gun control and all.
Yeah.
Now they had, what was it, 8 more deaths over the weekend?
Oh, jeez, and there's one every day. Every day.
Yeah, I mean, how many more deaths? How many more injuries and gun violence? Are these Republican assholes going to get it to their head?
There will be more tomorrow.
But they're not doing anything about it.
No.
When every time we try to bring it up on the Democrats side,
it's another thing.
it's
another thing. Pick your issue. Pick your issue, whether it be gun control, whether it be the environment, whether it be tax laws. Pick it. Every one of them needs reform. Every one of them needs to be dealt with, and we're not above handling it all. Are we, Bernadette? Please.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think we can handle it, baby.
And that's the hard part about listening to the conservative talk, is that they got a script, okay, and they talk about this shit. They talk about what they're going to go out and talk about, and they stay on point.
Talking
and
points.
It doesn't matter if it's a lie, if it's alternative facts, if it doesn't matter what the hell they want to call it. And that's what makes them so hard to listen to.
Because they stick
is
together.
That they stick together, and they're just going to simply drown you out with their talking points. That's all they do.
Well, they'll try.
They're pretty successful at that shit.
That's why we're in the dilemma we're in now. We either have to fix this shit, or we're not going to get anything done. We have to admit to ourselves that we're just joking. That all the important issues of the day are just nothing. About it, it's talk.
The last election was the highest voter turnout ever. That's for the Democrats and the Republicans.
Yes.
And the Republican. So they're very effective at their talking points. It is what makes them so hard to listen to,
look
because
who they came out for.
It's blatant lies.
With a sack of shit that bad. And you want to fight them on every last single one of them. Because they're wrong. They're wrong for this country at this point, where we need to progress forward. Yes.
After the year that we've been through under the pandemic and the last 5 years under Trump's dumbass.
Yep.
He needs to be prosecuted, and I'm glad to see Merrick Garland start to do something. Start to, and simple matter of the fact is that these people have only been in office for 6 months. They didn't have a transition period to go through to learn about it.
This one.
They had to hit the ground running, and it was going to take time to get caught up. But now that we're getting caught up, immediately, I think those people in the Justice Department that was affiliated or had anything to do with these the spying on our Congress people need to be immediately fired or removed. Period.
Yes.
period.
We got a lot of house cleaning to do in this administration.
Oh man.
Inside our institutions right now, because I worry about that, because Trump put a lot of people in places, and we know he didn't put them in there because they're good at their damn job. He put them in there as spies, as disruptors.
He put them in there to do the job that they did.
Yeah, to disrupt
he
and
knew exactly
destroy.
What he was doing.
Yeah, ask the EPA that. Yeah,
work.
check the EPA and tell me that they didn't do exactly what they planned to do. And that's
he put
the one
loyalists
that is
in
going.
office.
It's going to take decades to repair what he did in the EPA. That's what it chaps my ass, because in this day and age of climate change, and boy, howdy shit, is that becoming an issue. If you don't believe me, look at the Southwest this weekend. 120 degrees. Are you shitting me? No water. This can't be sustained, baby. And we know we have to do something. And the damage that he did in the EPA over the 4 years that he was in office we're going to pay for that for decades to come. Let me catch up real quick. Sean Jefferson, thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. We appreciate it tremendously. And Ben Stroud came in with $10 and said, "Good point, Bill Jones. There is us, and there is the new King Party GOP wants World War II, who wants WW2 ways in the USA over my dead body. We will ever go to King GOP ways. Fuck the GOP, pumpkin tits, and supporters." Thank you, Ben. And Lady Freedom Rocks came in with $2 and said, oh, this is profound too. She said, "Hi. Hello, Lady Freedom Rocks, baby, and all the ships at sea. Thank you for being here." Boy, howdy. That's my problem. I have a problem, and that is when I pause like that and I try to come back in and pick. I'm serious about this. This is we're in a bad situation here with hope on the horizon. Now, that's the biggest thing I want to say, is that there is hope on the horizon, because we have an administration that we can trust. We can see is trying to progress in the right ways, and it's not going to be easy. But the damage that the last 4 years has done is going to be huge. Not only in our legal system, our justice system, our environmental, in our society. You pick a category, baby. He's impacted them all in a negative way. Go ahead, Bernadette. I'm sorry.
We can't expect the Biden administration to fix things in 6 months.
No. But I like the way he's kicked it off.
We still don't know to the extent that what damage has been done.
No,
we're
still finding out shit.
How did his DOJ get these orders to spy on Schiff and Swalwell?
Yeah, what
and then keep getting them renewed.
What judge
year after
signed
year
off
after
on
year.
that?
That shit went down in like 2017, 2018, and we're just now 3 years, 2018. We're just now finding about it because the gag order was lifted.
Yes,
and it was
order.
The companies
because Trump's admin wasn't around. DOJ wasn't around to renew it.
To renew those.
So it ran out. Orders. So, I'm playing with this camera over here.
And it was Apple and that let us know that this happened.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank God they did too.
Wow.
Hey, John, I just wanted to mention, Bill Jones let me know. He said he's going to be going on a conservative radio talk show on Tuesday. So he's going to tell the truth and debunk the lies. So he wanted me to let you know that.
That's great.
That's what we got to do.
Bill is not afraid to go into the lion's den. Because if you speak the truth,
and he could go out there and he could debate that shit and put it down.
Right.
Yeah,
that's what we
I am proud of Bill for the work that he does.
Yes, me too. I'm in awe. I'm in awe of him because he gets out there, he fights every day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, right here. This is a place where I thought about this, because this is where logic meets passion in our show here, because we are all passionate about where we want to go and where we've been and how we thought we all got here, but we have to deal in reality. And what we're facing. That's how come we know we're facing right now a Republican Party that is just an obstructionist party. They're not going to go along with anything. They don't give a shit if it's the insurrection or infrastructure. They don't care. They're not on board
John,
with anything.
It's like Mitch McConnell said he's going to do everything he can to make sure that
Mitch McConnell
Joe
indeed
Biden-
said that he is number
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
So,
100%
how
committed to
can-
stopping this administration. Same thing he did
Right,
to Obama.
How can people forget that so quickly? I'm telling you, that's what they're going to do, and we need to stand up against it.
That's our job every day. Every day we have to keep our people motivated because of the last election. Like Bill was saying, 72 million people came out and voted for that man.
Yeah.
That's
It was
not a
the
small
largest
amount. That's a record.
Voter turnout.
It
Largest
is
voter
all.
turnout on both sides.
And that's what it is about. It's about voter turnout on both sides.
Yeah. And they're relentless. Relentless.
We need to be the
Well,
same.
they sure are. Well, that's why they're trying to change the election laws now. That should be a crime. that should not be allowed. That's
Well,
And
that's
that's
what
why I'm glad
HR1
that
is
Mayor
about.
Garland, and I'm glad that Garland is putting
Indeed.
more investigators onto that, because
Right.
but he can only do so much.
Right.
They have got to pass.
I believe some
HR1.
of these
Look at
laws that they're
Crook.
trying to pass are
That is
unconstitutional. They're not going to hold up. A lot
How
of
do you
these laws
convince
around the
them?
nation that they're
John.
trying to pass.
It doesn't matter as long as they get them passed. The fight is in the Supreme Court.
Yep.
That could take years and decades.
That's their game, baby. That's their game.
the game plan. They don't care whether the law is constitutional or not. In fact, they hope it goes to the Supreme Court, because as
Right
long
now
as
they
it
do.
goes, then it stays in effect until there's an order that comes
Indeed.
down.
Let me pause here for a minute because I got to catch up here real quick. Wait a minute for it. There it is. Mitch Goldstein came in with $5 and said, "Rain, rain, go the fuck away." And Dave, if I was sitting outside waiting on my, I'd swear I'd be a little pissed. Of course, I've never
I'll
been to a
take some
concert.
of that rain, Mitch.
Oh man, if we could ship it out there, I know everybody.
I'll
out
send
there
you
needs
mine
it.
too, Bernadette.
Whoa. Diana Mallory,
Me too.
bequeather of the gong and secret squirrels, came in with a $50 donation and said, "Hello, Blue Dot family. I want to see charges filed. I want indictments. I want justice. I have a bad case of the wants." I'm right there with you, baby. Thank you very much, Diana Mallory. That's very generous of you, baby. Thank you so much. And Karen Van Wyck came in. Wyck. Did I say Wick? I said Wick.
Wick. I
Travis
heard you.
put it in my freaking mind the other day. He snuck that into my freaking mind. And
blame
see, it
somebody
pops out.
now.
Jesus. Karen Van Wyck donated $5 and said, "Laura Trump urges Americans living near the southern border to arm up, get guns, and prepare to take matters into their own hands against migrants."
I
Think
got a
about
question.
think about what that lady said.
John,
Think
are
about
you
that.
shitting me?
Are you shitting me is a
I
good
got a-
answer to that. Go ahead,
I
Barry.
got a question.
What?
Does anybody got a dirty sock they could shove in that chick's
Yeah.
mouth?
No shit. She's a Trump, and that's who.
I have one.
That's who she's speaking to. She is. And by the way, there are very few Texas ranchers
John,
on the
what
border.
the hell is going
She's
on
an
in your
evil-
state?
She's evil, just like the rest of them. They live and thrive and waller in hate, in racism
And violence.
bigotry and violence.
And violence.
That's what they want. Get your guns. You know, I'm so sick of hearing that down here in Texas. You know,
That is the mantra.
It is, of the right.
The
Get your
GOP's
guns.
message does
Get your
not
guns.
work unless they instill fear. It simply does not work unless they instill fear that the others are after your
them people.
position in life.
And people got blood coming down their mouth, holding the knife in the teeth, you know, coming over here, father rapers, you know.
It doesn't matter what the others are. They could be black people.
Anything.
It could be the Mexicans.
Other
it could be
than
the Asians.
white.
It could be Martians.
It could,
at this
other
point.
than white.
There
could be Russians coming over the hill and they wouldn't give a shit.
Fear.
They wouldn't give a shit.
They don't fear the Russians.
No, they
invite the Russians. Remember?
Yes,
They've invited them in to our house.
Let me continue here. Ben Stroud came in with $5 and said, I have heard it is going to take us having full control of all three houses for the next 16 years to fix everything. Pumpkin tits pucked up. It's going to take a long time. And yes, we need all three branches of government under control. And right now, one of them's gone for the hills, baby.
But don't be delusional that we're going to keep them.
Well,
because if we get laxed it as voters and don't require of our elected officials to do the job that we are paying them to do.
All it takes is for good people to do nothing, and guess what? We're the good people. That's all their plan takes, is for us to do nothing, for us to turn a blind eye, to not pay attention, to not vote, to blow it off. That's what they're banking on.
Anything that Biden does that we get comfortable with and think that we can sit down for a moment and take a breath. Guess again, they're not sitting down.
Mm-mm.
And they're not going to take a breath.
No.
They're in it to win it, which is fascism.
They're pushing,
That's
just like Laura Trump's little
country.
comment down there. They're still pushing the hate, the fear of the others coming to take your, the browning of America and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
They are. That's their sales pitch. That's all they got.
Yeah.
Let me throw this one in here because Sherry Puckett came in and with $10 it said the Repubs keep saying they don't want to build a debt for. Oh yeah. The Republicans keep saying they don't want to build a debt for the children and grandchildren have to pay. They won't have to worry if the environment is not taken care of. Nobody's going to have any grandkids, great-grandkids, because they're all going to be toasted out here in skeletons in the freaking barren desert that we live in. I swear the environment is really becoming, it's a hot issue for me because, hell, every day if you do this, you go looking through the news to find out, Attorney General Garland to discuss Trump DOJ investigation. Okay, well, I got to go read that because I got to find out. But in my travels in the internet, then not occasionally, every damn day you see some story on the environment, and that's my detour. I get up my mind off of the politics for a minute and go look at what's happening in the world. And if you do that, it's not good. It's not good. And if we don't get our shit together pretty soon, the tipping point, it may have already been here and gone. There's just so much happening, with the...
You know what, John, though? The thing is, we're going to have to count on people that have common sense and brains in their heads that are going to outvote these Republican assholes.
We have to have people that give a shit, not just, they don't want to just serve for the benefit of profit and power. Because right now, the only thing the Republicans want, and we said it the other day, is tax cuts and judges. They want the tax cuts to keep the rich and corporations powerful, and they want the judges to make sure that nothing goes wrong when somebody files suit because of some bad or whatever, environmental reason or whatever. They want the judges. That's the two things that freaking Republicans give a shit about. And that way they can use the filibuster on every freaking thing else. Mm-hmm. But it's going to take a while. We have a conservative Supreme Court. That's going to take a bit to overcome. Either we're going to have to increase the court, or it's going to be a Republican court for a while, a conservative court for a while, which brings up so many issues.
Well, unless we can add more to the court, are they still contemplating that or
that
not?
conversation, as far as I know, is still going on. Of course,
That's
who
what
am
I think.
But
Yeah.
that's the only way around that. I prefer to think we ought to go to 13 because when we got to 9, we had nine federal districts. Now we have 13.
I think they should do it. I really do.
Too. I do too. Right now, when it comes to the court, it's Judge Breyer. Is it Breyer? He's an old.
Yeah, I believe.
They're kind of hoping that he retires, and that way it gives Joe Biden a pick for somebody much younger who will be on the court for a while. That's exactly what the Republicans did.
McConnell's going to obstruct every freaking thing.
Yes, that's what the Republicans did.
Just go ahead and
with
nail
their
his
they put in young judges, baby.
They would do it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they get another shot at this, they'll put another one in, baby. They don't care. They really don't. They're looking at the long game. Whoever controls the law controls the world. Well, guess what?
Yep.
The Supreme Court judge rules here, so they
that's Mitch McConnell, that lying, slimy piece of dead walking old turd.
Yes,
That's
I would agree with that
his
description.
Game plan
Hey,
the whole time.
Hey, you know what? I heard today on one of the talk shows, I think it was
What?
CNN, they were saying that it's going to get to the point in our country where a minority will rule the majority. Did you hear that?
Is that not what's happening now?
That's what's happening now.
Yeah,
that's what's happening now.
Right.
We just took the vote the other day that we had on the.
The 54 to 35,
yes,
and they won.
And they won.
Yeah, figure that one out.
Yeah, it's not majority rules here. It's not majority rules. It's
Thank
the
you,
minority.
Joe Manchin.
Yes, thank you, Joe.
Yeah, really.
The answer to Joe Manchin, though, is 2022. That is the answer to Joe Manchin. There are 20-something seats open. Republicans in the Senate.
You know what, John?
Yeah.
I heard what T. Brown said the other day. She said, Joe Manchin's actually a Republican. That's the way he votes. That's the way
I look at him. That's the way I look at him. He's a Republican.
Exactly.
Look at where Joe Manchin comes from. He comes from an extremely red state. But right now,
state.
all his people in his state want him to do the right thing. Pass H.R. 1.
Yes.
Exactly.
But we have to.
The For the People Act. The people. His people.
All the people.
You know what? I'm just wondering, what do they have to do to get that message? That I don't know. It's just frustrating. He wants bipartisanship. The Republicans aren't going to give him bipartisanship. They're saying no. How many more times does the Democrats and the Democratic leadership have to bend over backwards
I'm tired
until
of bending
they
over.
say finally enough of this shit's enough?
I'm tired of that shit. Hey,
Yeah.
TW.
Down their throat.
I knew you was in here, brother. How are you doing?
Good. I said it's time to shove it down their throat.
It's been that way.
Or not Mitch Biden.
That's the.
Tell Mitch McConnell to jam it up his crack, hold the hole, and go away and go retire.
That's where I've been ever since this election.
Yeah, he's overdue.
I am tired of the Republicans.
No, we need to get rid of the mess that's called the filibuster. It needs to fucking
Well,
go.
that too.
That's the key.
But we need to quit playing. We need to quit playing. We need to quit playing this pussy crap. We need to just get in there, vote, and.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Ram it down their
you
throat.
have Manchin and
Outstanding
some other,
Jedi Master.
little-
Got baby
we,
steak there.
you have those people that are blocking the votes too. So you got to be able to get over that.
The answer to Joe Manchin is in 2022. We have to right
That's the
now.
only thing. Yeah.
Joe Manchin is.
There's not a lot of people that
he holds a
that
lot
are
of
very
power.
happy with him anyway.
Yeah, it's like, what can
If
you
we
do in the
if we
meantime
take a majority
while
in
he
the
has
Senate
power?
besides this 50-50 split shit, Joe
Yes.
Manchin becomes a mute point. He loses
That's what
his
we
power.
have to do.
So
But until then, we're still stuck under him. You know what I'm saying, John?
Yeah, until
don't have much of a
we
choice.
get to a point to where his power is lost in that way, then yeah, we're still the only out is get rid of the filibuster. And guess what? Guess who doesn't want that done? Joe
Yeah.
Manchin.
Mitch McConnell.
Joe Manchin. He doesn't want
Well,
to.
Mitch
That's
McConnell
he's
either.
yeah, or Kristen Sinema down in Arizona. Those are the two that want to play this game of, well, we have to all get along. Well, they're blowing, like I said the other day, they're blowing smoke up your ass. They don't want to get
We've
along.
been trying to get along.
They're not getting
It's
along.
not time to
They
get
are
along
just
anymore.
trying to delay. That's what they're trying to do.
Well, like I said, John, before, I don't know what administration it was before, but I clearly remember Joe Manchin doing the same shit that he's doing now. They were on the verge of passing something, and, well, he'll sit there and say, I don't like that. I'm not going to vote for it. And then he gets
That's
all
what I'm
these
saying. They'll
stupid
come up at
meetings.
the last minute. I described John Cornhole down here in Texas going to meet with Sinema the same way. That John
Right.
Cornhole's going to tell her, oh, we're going to make a deal. I'm going to be bipartisan here. I'm going to work with y'all on all this. We're going to fix this immigration shit. He's blowing smoke up your ass because he's always going to find something that, I just can't go along. And Manchin's the same way. Well, I just can't go along with that, so that's not the way it was set up.
Bipartisanship is just
filibuster is
basically
not-
a crutch.
The filibuster is
crutch.
not in the freaking Constitution. It
No,
was
it's
made
not.
up by the Senate so we could do away with it.
Yep.
This bull. They keep on telling you right off the bat. It's a relic of the Jim Crow era. That's the only thing it's ever been successfully used for is to block progress on the left. That's it. Race relations, civil rights, voting rights, anything that's what they use the filibuster for. They don't use it to improve infrastructure.
They don't use it for the things that should be used for. They use it for the wrong things.
Well, they've abused it.
No,
What they've done is
it's not. No. Wait a minute. They're not using it for the wrong thing. They're using it exactly as they planned
as it's designed to do.
use
Well,
it.
Which is
Don't get
to
that twisted.
disrupt. You know,
Yes.
it is to
And
block.
to
It's but
certain
we have let it
actions
been
from
perverted.
happening in this country.
We've let it been perverted to the point that we're not requiring that these lawmakers debate the issue and resolve the issue. That's not the game anymore. The game is for a filibuster. You're not going to stand out there and defend your issue on the floor. You're going to sit and on the floor. You're going to go, I object. And then everybody leaves the freaking floor and goes back to their freaking office and sits on their ass because it's stopped. That's it. With one senator saying, well, I object. That's it. I filibuster. I object. And they all leave. No, that's our problem. We let
It
these
used to
people
be
get away with
when
that.
a filibuster, it used to be a filibuster. You had to stay on there forever.
Get your
and
ass
talk
out there
for
on the
24
floor.
Hours, for
There's
24
somebody-
hours. You couldn't pee. You couldn't take a break.
You can't do
nothing.
shit. But I can't remember who. Somebody has come forth with a proposal about the filibuster, and it requires a debate on the issue only, meaning you can't read the freaking Cat in the Hat book. Debate on the issue. You have to have somebody speaking all the time. There have to be 41 members on the freaking floor from both sides.
To make a decorum.
That's
how
right.
it should be.
You can have a few people, might have to leave, go to the bathroom, might have to go make an important thing, whatever. You got to have 41 of your representatives in the Senate on the floor during the speech. Nobody can wander off and go fart around somewhere.
No, they can't play on their phones.
That will force
They can't
them
do anything like that.
to deal with the issue at hand. Resolve it or not. Let's get moving. This bullshit of saying I object and then go sit in your freaking office for 6 months kind of sucks. And it points out the fact that our senators are lazy assholes who evidently can't debate the issue. Because it's
John,
not the issue. It's about politics.
When did I'm assuming they changed the rules so they can do that. When did they do that? Do you remember?
When they changed it from having to speak to now only having to object. If I'm
when
not
did
It was in the
mistaken,
80s.
I think it was in the
It was in
80s.
the 80s.
I think it was in the
80s, right?
80s.
Yeah, because I remember when it was.
Reagan.
when it was a speaking filibuster, you had to keep talking.
You talked.
And it was
You
on the
spoke.
subject that you were talking.
And
right.
I remember earlier, in my younger life, in my 20s and whatnot, I'd seen people filibustering on the floor before, and they were speaking on the issue.
Yep.
And that's what we have to get back to. We have to have people, lawmakers. Your job is not to go sit up there in your ass all day long and not do your job. Your job is to do the people's business, which requires debate in bipartisanship. If that's what you want to play, well, then get your ass out there and debate the damn issue. Defend why we shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that.
I think what we need to do is basically say, all right, you guys don't want to do your job, then get the hell out of that goddamn house.
Get off the pot,
hell out
is
of
the
the
way I like to
goddamn
put it.
Senate,
Yeah.
because this is getting ridiculous. This is getting stupid. If you guys aren't going to do your job, then it's time for you to leave and find somebody that's going to do the job for the people, because we're getting tired of this fucking bullshit.
We are. As a society, we're tired of this shit.
And therein lies the problem, TW, is that the people put these people in the House.
We are the ones that put them
And
in.
they keep putting them in, too. Figure that one
The
out. Like
people that
Mitch
need to
McConnell.
basically call them and say, we have had enough of your fucking around. We need to get, you either need to get on the ball or we're voting your fucking ass out. That's all we need to basically start doing.
No, we need to get money out of fucking politics. That's what keeps these assholes in play.
And to
I don't
answer
see that
Timothy
happening
on the
anytime
chat there, everybody in Texas does hate Ted Cruz. Even the Republicans. Ask anybody. Everybody hates Ted Cruz. Everybody hates Ted Cruz.
You guys probably have a sign. Do you hate Ted Cruz? And probably pretty much everybody's got it on the back of their pickup truck.
To
He's
quote John
obnoxious as all
Boehner,
hell.
Ted Cruz, go fuck yourself. Catman56, my buddy Keith came in with $5 and said the Taliban and ISIS are here. They're known as the GOP and the right-wing nut jobs. Tell me it ain't the same. What they're willing to do to this country.
They're selling it out.
They are.
They're selling it out.
They're not only selling it out, they're willing to accept an autocracy, a dictator, a Putin-style government.
Yeah.
Right here.
And that right there.
And they're convinced that's okay.
That right there.
Go ahead, Bernadette.
I was just going to say the next one is going to be smarter than Trump.
That's what the scary part is.
He laid the groundwork to show how it could be done. The next one will get in and we'll have the money, we'll have the backing, we'll have the knowledge on to do it even more.
Indeed.
And
Sounds like
that is
because they've learned.
Sounds like who?
Pence.
No,
Mike
Pence is not that smart.
Pence
I'm
done
not that
shot
smart.
himself in his pecker. He ain't coming back no more. Mike Pence is just,
Nah. He's still sleeping on somebody's couch.
Yeah, Mike Pence shot himself in the foot. He ain't coming back. Poor Mike. He'll sit out there whining about how he's so proud of the 4 years that he worked for the American people, but him and Donnie just aren't going to see eye to eye on... Slap the fire. Maria Betancourt came in with $5 and said, people of color were mad that Obama didn't make a difference. They didn't know McConnell blocked him for 8 years. Now they know the truth. Well, yes, Maria Betancourt, he did. That was Mitch McConnell's number one thing.
He did that.
To make Obama a one-term president, and that didn't work.
Yeah, he did that to Obama, too.
Yeah, you guys are going to hate me, and maybe the audience is going to hate me, but Mitch McConnell's a racist, fat son of a bitch.
He is.
Mitch McConnell, there are so many things you could say about that man.
That fucking turtle-ass son of a bitch.
But being stupid ain't one of them. He's not stupid. He's a smart man.
Did you also,
John,
just to change the subject slightly, John, did you see that that thing, Brian Sims, he's a representative in Pennsylvania's House of Representatives. He's an openly gay man.
Yes.
And he stood up against the Republicans and he came right out and told them, you're 100% white and 70% of them are male. Oh, they didn't like that. They speaker stopped
He's
stopped him
good
and
for
said,
him.
He said, I'm sick and tired of sitting here listening to this man insult us. And he said, well,
Yeah, the guy
said,
was
"Yeah,
all
well,
upset about pride, wasn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
see that? Well, he was talking different things about the rights of people and stuff like that.
Right.
And he said, well, 100% of them are white. And I think he mentioned something too about abortion or something. All I know is he said, basically, he was saying it's 100% white. It's like they're not giving anybody else a chance, you know? And they actually cut his mic on the floor. They said, cut his mic, turn his mic off. That's how our Republican majority is up here in the fucking legislature.
That's some sad shit.
It is. I didn't know if you heard it because I think
I did see the story. I saw the story.
Yeah.
That's their game, brother. They're,
Yep.
especially on these kind of issues like LGBTQ. That is when they fight against it because that's a big plus on their side. They're evangelical Christian base there. They love that shit.
That's their new tactic.
Yes.
When a Democrat gets up or even a Republican or anybody who's not spewing their ideology, now they resort to cutting your mic off so your words can't be heard. Ain't that some bullshit?
That it seems to be getting a little bit more popular. It happened to that general when he was speaking about the contributions of black Americans at to Memorial Day, at the beginning, how Memorial Day first started.
Decoration Day.
Which, now, mind you, I fessed up and let you know, I didn't know about Black Wall Street. I learned about it last year.
What that general was talking about was Decoration Day, which was a celebration that led to the creation of Memorial Day.
Indeed. And it was started by the black community honoring their dead. And I knew that. I knew that. I was plumb proud of myself because when that there's something I knew. I'm not totally dumb. But yeah, if you dig into
because there and the thing about it, John, is when that honoring happened and those children helped decorate the graves it was a mass grave that they had dug up and created a grave site with headstones. It wasn't just the slaves. It wasn't just black soldiers that had fought in the Civil War. It was everybody who was put in, and they identified those people and they found out who they were, and they honored them by putting them in individual graves and headstones, and then the children came in to decorate the grave sites, and that was called Decoration Day, which is a celebration that led to Memorial Day. And when that general talked about it,
they cut his mic.
They cut his mic.
Hey, we'll have none of that stuff around here.
Which made it even more poignant about what he was talking about in the first place. And those people that made the decision to cut his mic, they ended up getting fired from the legions that they were involved with in the whole. They ended up getting fired. It was
I'm glad to hear that. I didn't know. I didn't know they got fired. That's good.
Unfortunately, they can't fire the people in your legislature. But the same thing. That's the new technique. Is if the right doesn't like what's being said, if you're mic'd, just cut your mic so your words can't get out.
It goes beyond. They're trying in different ways. That kid that was coming across to get his graduation, who had the Mexican flag around him, and they didn't give him his graduation certificate, they got in trouble. Good. Good. We need in these kind of issues. Go ahead.
Go ahead, John.
Oh no, squirrel! Now you got it. It's your fault.
It seems that they got certain techniques that they're starting to use, and that this is going to run, and we're going to see more and more and more of this kind of tactics being used because they know what they're promoting is wrong. They know it, but they don't care. It ain't about right or wrong at this point. It's about their legacy and their willingness to hold on to power.
Any way they can.
You know what? Well, you know what?
Any way they can.
When Trump was in, think about it. When Donald Trump was elected president, he justified. It was like open game. It was like him coming out there saying, "Okay, all you racists, all you homophobes, everything. Now's your chance. You can, he condoned it. He never cut it down, And now, he's
Trump
out.
was
No, wait,
extraordinary.
hold it. He's saying anybody else that will in the future that will do it, they failed. They have the authority from Trump, even though he's no longer president.
They think he still is president.
Well, they think so.
But check this out, Johnny. He wouldn't have had authority without the support of the GOP in the first place. They never reined his shit in because he was their mouthpiece.
He's their God.
And that's what we need to understand. They wanted him there.
And they still do.
He was a mouthpiece. He's not the problem. The problem has always existed. It's always been right there in front of our face.
Now we need to have our own mouthpieces against them.
That's what we are.
We need more than a mouthpiece, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
Well, that's
we do.
true.
But and we the people need to be the mouthpiece. We need to 202-224-3121. Call your senator. Call your representative and let them know. This shit needs to get done.
And we'll be honest with you, you're not going to get through to him or her.
If we have to do it under reconciliation, let's go that route. The Republicans are never going to work with us. They never had any intentions to.
No.
They've said that shit.
No. They say it out loud. We're the evil socialist party trying to ruin our country. They're still playing that freaking game, so... I'm
all that and a bag of potato chips.
Yeah,
I'm still going to go past this wall without your ass now.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
Anyway.
Okay.
Maria Betancourt came in with $5 and said Mitch McConnell was raised during Jim Crow law. That is what he believes.
Yeah.
Tell me that ain't
McConnell
true.
was raised.
Yeah, tell me that ain't true. Ben Stroud came in with $5 and said Flynn wants another January 6th, and Tucker Carlson says the next one will not be a test run. It will be the real this time. Thank you, Ben Stroud. That shit over there on the right-wing media nut job shit, Fox News bullshit mountain station over there, OAN and all this other bullshit. They're still preaching this thing. They are still... thinking that the evil Democratic Society Socialist Party we're just a hair's breadth away from being China. Are you shitting me? But they keep pumping it out.
While China is taking over the world.
There is hope on the horizon, though, because evidently I saw this little news story on when it comes to Fox. Rupert Murdoch, he's getting old. He's getting old.
Yep.
And there's 2 sons. They
don't want it anymore.
We got a right-wing nut job son, and we have a liberal son. And of course, right now, the right-wing nut job side of the family is in charge and everything. But anyway, the story was about, and I can't remember their names, the 2 sons, but you can check this story out easily. The liberal son is pissing off his daddy because he's making very large donations to Democrats and to liberal projects and stuff.
Awesome.
He is using Fox money, the money he's getting from his Fox News, stake, and giving it to Democrats and promoting liberal socialism. And so I do too. So if you're looking at the long game, who knows? It's going to be a battle when the old man dies between the 2 sons of who's going to control Fox. And my money is on the right-wing nut job one because there's so much backing for it. But it just kind of makes me feel good to know that the other son, the liberal son, is.
Hey, you better hope he doesn't
disinherit
him. You better hope he doesn't disinherit his liberal
I think that's
son.
beyond. I don't think he will. I think that's already. I think they had a prenup. I don't know. I don't know.
You better hope so.
Jeremy McDonald came in with $5 and said Mitch was saved by social. Yes, he was. Mitch was saved by socialized medicine as a child. His family couldn't afford the treatment he got. It was given free.
Yep.
Indeed. And I believe he was one of the patients at
Yeah,
Warm
because
Springs.
he was a
polio or
yeah, he was a
it was a major
he was not a rich kid.
No.
He was a poor boy.
How quickly he forgets, huh?
Well,
I mean,
you know.
they forget.
Yeah, pilon. Dinero, money, pesos, pound, euro, whatever. When you get the money that, Mitch McConnell from the poorest freaking state is the richest damn senator in there. From the poorest state in the country. Go figure that one out.
Yeah.
Kentucky,
it's a
why don't y'all
shame,
listen
John.
up to that shit?
It's a shame, John. I don't know what I missed. If I would have all that money like Bezos does, hell, I could go up on that rocket ship too. Boy, that would be a thrill.
I like the idea of Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk getting into the space race because nothing like private enterprise to push space forward because they think
I
there's
just
a
wish
buck
I
to
had
be
the money
made in
to
it.
do that.
So it advances our culture, our society, I guess. But this leads into something I really want to be proud of. But there are so many things that we can do on this planet with the billions of dollars that we see held by very few people in this country. How much that could do.
Well, you know what
to
they should do,
benefit this
John?
country.
Still make an extra spaceship and ship Donnie off into space.
Anyway,
That's what I like.
let
They don't want him.
me brag on my city, the sparkling city by the sea, Corpus Christi. More precisely, a business in Corpus Christi, an owner of a building. As a matter of fact, it is the building's not that old. As a matter of fact, y'all are familiar with a Red Roof Inn motels, chain of motels around the country, and there's several here in Corpus, two, but one, and it's a nice one. I think it's got
Excuse me.
about 150 beds or something like that, rooms. The owner of that building signed a 60-year lease with the Good Samaritan shelter here in Corpus Christi, which is presently in an old part of town in a building that's well over 100 years old. And they have made this lease for a 60-year lease, and they are going to move the Good Samaritan shelter out of that building and into this modern, really nice property, and they're going to build a separate building next door to it for kitchen, because these are not the motels that have a big dining room. They didn't have a chef in the back waiting to wait on you. So they're going to have kitchen facilities built. I am proud of that because, and this is a $4.3 million building. And it was sitting empty, and the owners decided that and I'm sure the owners, they're going to be able to take that off their taxes. It's going to be some big write-off or something like that. But look around your cities. How many empty buildings are there? And how many of those could be utilized for the homeless or for food banks or for bettering the communities at large, for programs, for after-school There are properties across this nation. And to see this one, and it is, like I said, it's in a nice location, very nice building, facilities, all that, and I'm proud to see that business stepped up and is turning that over to the Good Samaritans here. So that's going to be a hell of a boost for the homeless population here in Corpus Christi. And they are eyeing 3 other prominent properties, it said. That they are working on similar deals with. It makes me feel good because Corpus Christi does, like a lot of places around our country, has a serious homeless problem, especially if you are in a warm area, coastal areas a lot. There are a lot of homeless people because you're going to go where the warm weather is. And it's a serious problem everywhere. And if we can't do for the least of us, why are we doing for the best of us? We can do better, and this is one of those things I saw in my local news that made me feel good. And
right on.
So thank you to.
That's a good story.
It is. We need to see more of that, because, like I said, and I didn't write down the story. I read it. I can't remember the business that owns the property, Red Roof Inns, is going to do this deal. I'm sure they're going to get a tax write-off. I'm sure they'll be able to write that right off. It's a win-win situation.
That's a good hotel chain. I stayed in them already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're not talking about just a cheap rundown piece of property. No, this is a nice motel. Still could be utilized as a nice motel. It's just they're not going to do it, so they're gonna. But a 60-year lease, it shows the commitment they are to this. So kudos to the city, and thank goodness for the Good Shepherd, Good Samaritan rescue mission downtown, because they are really going to get an upgrade, baby. Anyway, Keith, my buddy up in Minneapolis, came in with $10 and said 2 years, 8 investigations into the Benghazi attack, but the January 6th attack on our house, our nation, the GOP says, don't call it an insurrection. Don't talk about it. Move on. What the fuck? Indeed, Keith. We're not going to let them do it, baby.
Going on.
We're not going to let them do it. What?
That reminds me, John. Hold on. That reminds me, next Sunday on CNN at 9 o'clock.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, the 20th. They're going to have a special program on CNN at 9 o'clock on what led to the attack on January the 6th. Well worth watching. It sounds pretty good.
I'm going to keep an eye out for it then. Good deal.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
We can't let them. We can't let it give away. We have to push this.
I was talking to a friend yesterday. We were talking about, we think Bill Barr needs to be hauled in cuffs for lying to the Senate about his little role with saying, "Hey, I don't know if there's any things that are going on right now, or if there's any listening to people, or I think he needs to be hauled in, and he needs to be hauled in cuffs."
Yeah.
And then re-answer all those questions again, and then perjure himself, and they take him to jail.
Well,
that's what they should do.
I'm worried about this.
Call him back in. Yeah.
I'm not sure if Barr or Sessions can be subpoenaed.
Oh, I think they can.
Why
It's
not?
not.
Why not?
It's not
I
sure.
think they can. I think they can.
Why not?
Well, why not is a good question. No, I read something, and it was dealing with their duties as attorney general. No, I'm going to stop. Because I didn't catch the whole thing. But there is in question right now as to whether or not they can be subpoenaed. I think they can, and if they don't, there's a problem.
I think they can too, because
you're saying because the attorney general works for the executive branch?
No, they
maybe
don't.
they're saying,
Well, yes, they do.
He doesn't work. He doesn't work for the executive
He doesn't work
branch
for the
anymore.
That's probably one of our problems, is that the president appoints the attorney general.
Well, John,
Yeah.
it could be
That's
true
a
that
problem.
they're considered civilians right now, so maybe they can't subpoena. I don't see how that would make a difference.
They are considered
I'm
civilians.
pausing
They
because
have no
I
longer
read
got
it
their
in
job.
passing, and I don't want to quote and make myself look idiot. There was discussion about why they may not be able to be subpoenaed. Nobody has used the word subpoena yet. They keep saying that they should be brought in and testify under oath.
Oh, we don't have to say a subpoena. Let's just go arrest them right now, and then we'll bring them into court, because they did do wrong.
Okay,
They lied to
TW,
Congress.
but we gotta have some charges first. So we gotta go through all that shit first.
Oh, we got
then we'll
That
go
could be
arrest
hard.
them.
Coming out every day, John.
I
You
know
know?
it. I know it, brother. That's the thing. All this shit was done in front of us, in front of God and everybody. They didn't try to hide hardly anything.
No,
they were
no.
trying to take this country over big time.
Trump tried to say, look at me, I'm fucking better than Nixon. I'm going to do this in front of you. You guys are just going to go to fucking hell, blah, 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 blah. You know what? It would be funny now that they turn it around on him and say, guess what? You ever heard of Benghazi, motherfucker? Because you're going to jail now.
Let me catch up real quick.
You know,
Michael Johnson
ahead.
came in with $5 and said, thinking of Randy Kervin as he searches to find out how he can't get news from his older brother. Thinking of Randy Kervin as he searches to find out how come he can't get news from his older brother. Michael Johnson, I don't know. I hadn't heard about it. I didn't know he couldn't get hold of his older brother. I hope everything is okay. Rant and Randy uses his voice daily. Rant and Randy's True Patriots group. Outstanding.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
He's a good guy.
I hope all is well there. Michael Johnson, thank you very much. And by the way, you take care of yourself, please. Anyway, Bernadette, you were going to say?
I was going to say that I'm trying to do it right now. I'm going to post this a posting over on main discussion in Discord of the Boston Globe. They ran a 6-part editorial from their editorial board.
Yeah.
Okay. On hang on for a second, my brain just took a pause.
Squirrel.
Yeah, right, on future proofing the presidency. Okay, and it's I'm still in the process of reading it because each it's 6 parts and each editorial is pretty extensive. But this is from their the editorial board of the Boston Globe. Okay.
Right.
They're talking about how to future-proof the presidency so we don't get another American tyrant. Okay.
Indeed.
It's
worse than that. American dickhead. That's what he is.
We don't
I'm
want-
using their words. I have
Yeah.
my own preferred words for fuck Trump, and everybody knows that. Okay, you know,
Trying to be
I
nice.
call him a dick traitor. I'm sorry, he's the president. Okay, I have my own
Yep.
choice words
Yeah,
for
oh,
this man.
yeah,
I will never show him the respect that office
He
deserves
because he
none.
didn't deserve it.
Nope.
He doesn't
didn't
reserve.
earn
He
it.
didn't respect
you know?
the office. I'm not going to respect his
Thank
ass.
you.
That's
Thank
He
right.
didn't
you.
respect the office. He basically
No.
said the White House is a dump and it's rat and it's
So-
basically. I'm sorry.
But go ahead.
The
I-
White House is an amazing treasure and should
Well,
be respected.
He should. When you think about it, he shit all over the office of the presidency. He
He
doesn't
did
care.
that daily.
He didn't give a shit. All he cared about was how much money can I put in my fucking pocket.
That's it.
He's busy
Well,
shitting his brains.
one
Go
of the
ahead,
reasons
Bernadette.
why I wanted to post this was because part 6 of this 6-part editorial is the case for prosecuting Trump. It's the case for prosecuting this man. We should
Let's go.
never, ever, ever let anybody think that
They are.
one man is above the law.
That's
in
what
this
our
country.
society belief
Thank you,
is based on.
Bernadette.
That no man is above the law. That nobody
Exactly.
is above the law, and that
If
includes the
that's the case-
presidency.
And that includes
If
the
that-
president.
If that's the case, then you're going to have a lot of people go to there. Well,
If
Trump
that's the
did it.
case, then
You
you're
know,
asking
he
for
got
a
away
dictator.
with this.
And if that's the case, John, then Barr and that worm that was in office from Alabama before
Okay.
him,
Sessions. The
Sessions,
Keebler elf.
dumbass, should be able to be subpoenaed to Congress.
I
because
think they should, but I'm hesitating because
they are a checking. Congress is there to check on the presidency, and the courts and vice versa.
I think the
We have a
sergeant at arms
system.
needs to
We
go
have
knock on
a
the door.
system to deal
It
with
had-
this if the system is allowed to deal with it as no man is above the law. And that includes fuck Trump's dumbass.
It especially
If they can
includes
sit there
fuck
and
Trump
think
and his
about
dumbass.
Hillary and all this
But not
other
only
crap,
him.
then it's time that you should be able to go against Trump. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
I'm waiting.
If they can go against other people all the time and say, oh, that's wrong, you shouldn't do that. Well, you know what? It's wrong what he did. And it's time that people finally stand up and say, take that son of a bitch, get him off of the
want
goddamn...
justice.
We have
We
the
want
roadmap.
accountability.
It's the Mueller report. Release the Mueller report unredacted and let America know what this man did.
Happened.
Yeah, because
There you go,
it's already
Bernadette.
been determined that Barr, his little attempt to, downplay,
cover it up.
Yeah.
Downplay,
cover up.
That's exactly what
he who wins.
Well, Barr was
gets to
nothing
tell
but
his
a
story.
consigliere
That's
anyway.
what Barr said.
He was
That's what he said.
the crime family lawyer. That's who Barr was. He was a
Trump
disgrace
so
to
far
our
that he can
country,
taste his wine.
just like the president he served. Both of them.
Barr had his tongue up so far, Trump's ass, he tasted his wine.
And
That's
Barr's going to
basically
get
how
Donnie will
Barr-
throw Barr under the bus. He'll throw Don McGahn under the bus. He doesn't
He
care.
could have said everybody that basically fucked him over or didn't fuck him over just because he doesn't want to go to jail. He knows that if they come after him, he's going to start talking his kids too. And I guarantee
I'm
his
waiting on
kids are
this
going to
stuff
go,
from
oh, really?
Southern District of New York to start coming out and picking up the
so-called
low-hanging
founding
fruit.
fathers of this country designed a system of checks and balances. If that's not allowed to
Co-equal
work,
branches
then you
of
could
government.
truly say that Trump broke this shit. And it was never going to work in the long run. in
Our
the first
country is
place.
based on three separate but co-equal branches of government.
Co-equal.
And Trump attempted to corrupt
He violated
one
every branch.
and succeeded
He
in
tried to
overthrow
corrupt all
the other
three.
one. The Supreme
Hey,
Court is
John?
now a 6-3 court. Tell me that they didn't get that
Hey,
part.
John?
Yeah, go ahead. Johnny
Ron,
Klein.
I just got a note from Bill Joynes. I love it. It says here, Jerry Nadler, chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, is considering a subpoena for Bill Barr. It's
There you
on
go.
TV
Good.
now.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Good. Then I stand corrected. See, I don't know everything. But I thought I saw a story
Well,
that
this just
the
happened
argument
now.
was about the separation of powers and something I don't even remember.
And
sorry
the
about that.
DOJ is under the authority of the President of the United States, and he has a right to do no. But there were what are now not so norms that were in place, and Trump violated every last single one of them.
Fucking one of them.
Well,
He tried to see how much
if-
he
wait.
could basically get away with.
He got away with shit that they were going to indict Nixon for. Okay? And he kept being told they can't touch you because of this Office of the Legal Counsel memo. They can't
Which
touch
I
you because
still
you're
say
above the law.
it's bullshit.
Bullshit.
I think
That's
that
It's a
whole
memo. It's not the law.
the
I
OLC
think it should be
says you
tested.
can't indict a sitting president.
Yes,
Who
memo.
the fuck are you?
That's probably, frayed on the edges, that's yellowed, stuck in some file, some fucking where. Produce that fucking document. It needs to be reviewed
Yep.
because it's wrong.
Ain't it? We got work cut out for us, baby. Our job is still important to stay
Yeah, we
informed
do.
and be involved. And we're
Yeah, we
about
do.
to wrap it up, but
And
before
never
we do,
give up. And never forget January 6th,
Never.
2021.
That's right.
Never forget.
It wasn't
You
a
know, the
Sunday
funny-
school picnic.
The funny thing is, now I told you I have Republicans in my family.
I'll
But when
pray
they
for you.
see that going on, now the funny thing is though, is when they see that going on, they look at that and they say, the dumb son of a bitch should have been held for treason. That's exactly
I
what they
think
said.
Suzanne Jarrett.
This son of a bitch should have been held for treason and never been let go.
I think Suzanne Jarrett made a good comment. Why do you think Barr resigned days before the insurrection?
He knew
Ponder
that was
that
in a
for a
hole.
while. But before we run out the door, anyway, I wanted to tell Bernadette I don't know what happened to me, Bernadette. I got a doctor's appointment next Friday. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know if it was I got hit by something or whatever. Right below my left shoulder blade, it really feels like somebody like just hit you with a stick. You know, that you just got whacked, and there should be a big bruise there, but there ain't. And it's, before anybody gets excited, starts typing. It's not my lungs. You know, I can take a full breath. My lungs, I can feel my lungs, and my lungs are fine. This is somewhere in the muscle, and I don't know what it is. It has been going on now for a week. It is just very, like I said, it's not excruciating pain, but it's like somebody hit you in the stick a week ago, and you're still walking around with this damn, the only thing that works the only thing that works to ease it, really, is your stuff.
Praise truth.
It's really, every morning, every evening, and I'm fixing to go get it because I just took a shower before the show, so I want some more.
Is there a bruise there, John?
No,
Make sure
nothing.
You didn't bruise
There is a lump slightly to the right of where it really hurts the worst. It looks like something may have bitten me or something or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe, oh yeah.
But
maybe a ruthless fighter.
Yeah, if you see me sitting here doing this
or
this, I'm really trying to. It's like you want to stretch it out. Just stretch it out. It's a bruise, but I don't know. I don't know, but it's been going on for too damn long, so I got a doctor.
Like a muscle spasm or something like that?
Yeah,
like
but it's
knotted up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like knotted up.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't crack a rib somewhere and not think about it.
To rub some in for a little while and then put a heat pack on it, a moist heat pack on it, and see if that doesn't help get it even deeper.
Maybe we'll try that.
Yeah.
But that
get it in deeper.
When you talk about put it on whatever ails you, well, that ails me, and it's the only damn thing that has given me any relief on it. But I don't know what it is. But
do you have enough to get you through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we still go sparingly.
Well, if it keeps bothering you, John, go to the doctor. Let him look at it.
It is Timothy Priest Trees. It's good shit, I tell you. But no,
I am glad that it is working for you, and I want to make sure that you have enough to get you through whatever you need. So.
Yeah. Oh no, we're fine.
Okay.
I don't know. It's that same topical feeling I get when you put it on my shoulder. Except this,
Okay, you guys. Yeah. It's not breeze trees. It's prees trees.
Oh, I see that. Everybody's going breeze trees. Yeah. It's P-R-E-E-S.
That's a mouthful when you keep saying it fast.
T-R-E-E-S. And you can write to Bernadette at preastrees@asis.com. And I'll turn it into a damn commercial. Yeah. You want some Priest trees, and it really does work. You can write to Bernadette at PREESTREES at
there you go.
ASIS.
Thank you.
.com.
Thank you.
And there it is. There it is. That Priest tree. There you go. Bernadette Pre just put it up in there. There's a link if you want to. And I did not mean this to be a commercial. I'm just telling you.
And my typewriter did way too many S's at the end of it. That is so totally wrong. Don't write to that address.
Don't write to that address. That's that XXX address there. You don't go there. No. Yeah, too many S's in there.
I have to, like way wrong.
No, I'm letting you know that it really, it's helping that out. I'm impressed because I don't know what the hell it is. When I'm going to the doctor to find out, because boy, it's not, either something bit me but it's the size of a damn.
And did you get your glasses? Did you get your glasses redone with the prescription or no?
No, these are still the same.
Oh, John, what do I have to do? Come down there and make sure you get it
That's
done?
what it is, buddy. You got to come down here, take me up by the ear, and force me down. That's what I do. No, I need to get around to doing that.
But thank you, John. Thank you for your kind words. But I am so glad to hear that it works for you.
It does.
And
yeah.
And truly, You guys, if I say you got a sore knee because of the rain is coming, or you got a pulled muscle, or strain this or strain that, or whatever it is, it's going to help.
Yes.
It's not going to make it stop.
There's enough
It
testimonies
ain't
around
gonna
this
take it
family.
away, but it is going to bring you some pain relief.
It will.
Which sometimes you just need to tone the pain down a little bit,
That's
so
it.
you can make it through the day or the
all.
night.
Or
That's
the-
what I
the
do when
night.
my
And
knees
that's
get
what
so
it does.
bad.
Yeah.
You use it on your knee, Bellica?
I put trees on my knees just to ease the pain.
And it worked, doesn't it? Did you get that little
Yes, it
tingly?
does.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I'll know here in a
But I
couple
wanted
days,
to throw this. This is more than
Bernadette.
whatever this is. This is more than a strained muscle, is what I'm saying. So it's
Okay.
helping. If it's a bite, it's helping the bite, or at least manage the.
I'm actually going to know here in about probably another week, because I gave my little thing to
Y'all
my
keep
aunt.
saying shingles, and that scares me because
And
Marcia said the same thing.
I'll tell you what.
God damn it! I don't.
He said that stuff works really good.
Shingles is
I
a
may be
rash, if I'm
ordering
not
some more.
mistaken. That's a rash, John.
Yeah.
On your skin.
Yeah. Well, whatever this is
Yeah.
right underneath the skin right now, and I can just feel it. It's
It's
just it's
shingles
not
is
good.
basically if you've had chicken pox, you could get the thing.
Yeah, I've seen the commercial. Fuck them people. They don't know everything, and they don't know me. Anyway, I guess we better wrap it up for the evening. I want to thank everybody who came by to visit tonight. I want to thank Mitch Goldstein, came in. I hope the rain eased up. I hope everybody, say hello to Julie out there. Chris, thank y'all for coming in and joining the conversation momentarily. We appreciate it. Bill Jones, thank you for coming by. We always enjoy it when we hear from Bill. And, well, Johnny Fly made it in. Shit, we can't be perfect. We can't be perfect. We let Johnny in.
Gotta keep that door locked.
That's right. We're trying, but he keeps sneaking in. Johnny Fly, thank you for being here, brother.
Hold his hand up longer.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, John.
Oh, we always enjoy your company, my friend. Always enjoy it. Anyway, Bernadette, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Always, dear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for allowing this platform and allowing us to come in and use our
Oh
voices
shit,
too.
baby, it's family table. Everybody's
Thank
got
you.
got a table here. Everybody's got a chair at the table.
Yep.
You can all sashay your ass right
The
up
only
here, sit
way I
down,
relieve stress.
and get it. That's right. That's how we relieve stress. And T.W. Travis, thank you for being here.
It's always nice to be here.
Always enjoy your conversation, brother. And let me see. Oh, that's me. I keep staring at that one. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Oh, I get
Yeah,
closer.
I wonder what's happened.
It says John. Shit. Velica, darling, thank you
Yes?
for being here, baby. See, there's-
Thank you for having me
There's
here.
5 people in the room here, and I keep forgetting I'm one of them. Looking up there trying to say goodbye to whoever
Squirrel.
that. Who's this idiot up there? I can't
I
see.
think
What?
it's time that you get your glasses fixed. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I keep
Eyeballs,
telling
they're overrated. Who needs to see this shit anyway? I shouldn't say that. We have blue dots that are facing that very front. Yeah, mine is just, I had a screwed up optometrist who gave me a screwed up pair of glasses. And I told him then, and they're still screwed up. That's how come when I read something, I got to take the freaking glasses off. And then I'm still trying to look at something blurry. That's why I went to go get glasses in the first place.
Yep.
Anyway.
And now, if you get the right glasses, you
If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck anyway. Anyway, thank you all for being here, being part of this family, and joining the conversation. I want to thank everybody in our YouTube family, our Facebook family, our Periscope family. Time is such a precious thing, and I am so appreciative of the moments that you come in here to spend with us and share with this family. And I am so freaking proud of this family that we have built in the interrelations that we have seen formed and mature in this family, and I love it. Thank you for it. It's the highlight of this whole thing, and that comes from the heart. Anyway, all that other mushy bullshit. Love you. Thank you for being here. We'll be back here again on Tuesday night for another Blue Dot family meeting. Monday, if all go well, it's Monday. And as usual, I've come to hate Mondays here lately. I've had 3 in a row go south on me. I'm not looking forward to number 4. Anyway, hopefully everything goes well. We'll get a ran out tomorrow, but we'll be back here on Tuesday for another Blue Dot family meeting. So Anyway, if you haven't done it already, sit down there, hit that like button. Like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. Don't forget to go by bluedotintexas.com. You can visit our store over there where Travis and Rose have some outstanding artwork and stuff over there that y'all can get on shirts and all that. And we did not play Rose's thing again.
Yeah, but we're going to be playing a lot of that. I mean, she's putting together a portfolio, so we'll have something to show.
I am so ready to brag on Rose's work as a
Wait, what? No,
what would you call that?
What? Well, I mean
graphics.
Animations, graphics. Yeah.
Animation.
Yeah.
She has done some animation that I was just blown away with.
Word has it that she's pretty good at it.
She
too.
is damn good at it. She is damn good at it.
Right on.
Travis showed me a clip, and I've been wanting to play it because it highlights her work. Yes, she is an extremely talented young lady, and man, it just it blew me away when I saw this. And it's not very long. How long is it?
I mean, it's about 30 seconds, but
Yeah, but to do
we're
30 seconds of that, and all that is hand drawn.
Yep.
It's just.
I have to be careful because I'm of course biased, so anything I say is gonna feel like it's disingenuous. But no, she's been really working. She's been working really hard. She's trying to start doing illustrations for books and stuff, and pushing her own work. There will be more on that though, pretty soon.
Yeah, she'll do fine. She'll do really good there, Travis.
She will. We have confidence in that. Anyway, thank you all again for being here. And we'll be back here Tuesday. Y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night,
everybody.
Good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Get vaccinated if you ain't been vaccinated. I'm hearing they're giving out beer joints all $1 million. I'll give you
Giving
just
out
to
$1
get a
million,
damn
yeah.
shot.
Birthday.
So get your ass out there. Get the shot. It might work out for you. We love you, family. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you all later.